You been to the house?
I've always said that travel...
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. First, although I hear your visit to...
I suppose you could call it event.
Oh, of course not. In fact, do you see that cure? We are fortunate to... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a
Revelio.
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are their guises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, I'm at my wit's end, young. In fact, perhaps you...
I'd be...
Curfew? And I took...
Aloha Mora.
done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are yours,
Poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve. How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands.
One of those goblins comes near me. Goblin Rebellion. My marching Professor Hector's class is superb.
I don't think that's what that class is.
Revelio.
Goblins alone, troll. How dare you speak to your prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. 50 house points.
You know you can't do that.
The nerve of some students, thinking they can simply go anywhere uninvited.
that, what trickery are you up to? I wouldn't. You are to be remanded at once.
In the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
If I could have caught you sneaking about, didn't I?
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we... Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker... Carp to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar. Now, remember...
Understood.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Revelio.
I can sense someone close to you, Major.
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Accio! Revelio! Revelio!
Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on. The altering spell will allow you to customize. You can change the colors, patterns. Let's get started, shall we? Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit.
Thank you, Professor.
Indeed. No matter... an even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
Good. I'll leave you to it.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
If only a new student were to help me.
I miss the old.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. What can I do for you today? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. A wise decision. Thank you. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Excellent.
Natty doesn't seem to mind having
You can't imagine how we... when Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignment.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Accio. Depulso.
Oh, there was something else.
Perhaps mind what you're doing there. Do you think we'll learn how to brew Amortentia? I would love to.
These rocks have seen better days.
We'll talk about you. Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan.
Serona, please. And I was happy. Oh, those two.
I am too.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed...
I've known him. He was cordial.
But you're friends?
We are. Which is more than I can say. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on. I assume you're interested.
It is.
If he's not here, you should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, that said.
Thank you, sir.
If you find Lod. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I'm...
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with...
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists...
Let's say I did know. Why should...
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Very well. I may know.
I'm listening.
In a tomb accessible only... Ranrock and I had a falling out a while.
Very well.
We will have to trust each other. I gather whatever supplies you may need, and...
What do we have here? A demiguise. I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically...
It's sealed. Revelio. What? Curious. Depulso. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Merlin's beard. Revelio. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Confringo! Stay back! Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Protego! Confringo! Glacius! Revelio! Lumos. Revelio.
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
This has a moth imprinted on it. The same as the door.
Revelio. Lumos. Confringo! Glacius! Accio! Expelliarmus! Lumos! Accio! Confringo! Lumos! Revelio! Lumos. Confringo.
Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Lumos. I see. This is supposed to spin. But how? Lumos. Reparo. Lumos. Lumos. Accio. Capulso. Lumos. Revelio. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Down I go. No other way. Oh. Oh! Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Protego. Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Glacius. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Confringo. Depulso. This looks even more complex. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Depulso. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. I need to bring moths to the door. Depulso. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Revelio. Lumos. 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 Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with that. Better show this to Lodgok. Revelio. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok.
Damn! They got here first. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
There they are. The Ashwinders.
Pay for that. Expulso!
You will pay for your deed.
Potato!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
How unfortunate for you. Ah! Death from above!
Rebellion!
Expulso! Now you finish the job. Expulso!
Confringo!
Expulso!
I'm just expulsing.
Had enough yet?
Confringo! Glacius!
Incendio!
Back for more.
Potato!
Right.
Expulso!
One of my own. You will fall!
Glacius!
Flash!
Leviosa Inspiration!
And I have so much of a scratch on me!
Expulso!
Expulso!
I'll make you wish you were back at... You've made a great... Knew you were still hanging.
Expulso! Nobody will miss one measly little student.
Expulso! Expulso! Thought you could hide from me. Expulso!
What are your thoughts on Incendio? Expulso! Ah, there you are. That's the one. Go! Ah.
Expulso! Expulso!
I've had warts more painful than that.
Expulso!
You're going to regret that.
You will pay for your deeds.
And it begins.
What was that? Expulso! Expulso!
Glacius! Confringo! Depulso!
Expulso! Expulso! Expulso!
Confringo! Potato! Stupid!
Expulso! Expulso! Expulso!
Confringo!
Expulso! Expulso!
Potato!
Expulso!
Confringo!
Expulso!
You'll regret crossing my path.
I see you! Potato!
You'll have to fight eventually.
Stand still above! This is your first Confringo!
What you've done,
You pay for that.
Might want to look up.
Expulso!
There's more.
Places!
Expulso!
Quite conductive,
Expulso!
This is not going well for you.
Expulso! Expulso!
Revelio.
On account of my light fingers.
Thinking in terms of...
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they better get a really good lock. Share and share alike.
Expulso!
It's on you, Robin.
Expulso! 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 Expulso!
You'll die for that.
Confringo. Depulso. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Places. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo! Confringo! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio. Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
Oh, try.
I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
You made a great mistake.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego.
Disarm my wand, feel my wrath. You're going to regret that.
Stupid.
Not that! Novice.
Supermark. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings...
It looks stunning, Lodgok.
You did the thieves a service, but...
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately.
His search?
We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo! Depulso! castle must have been quite stately.
Frank, how nice of you to stop by.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
No one has felt safe here. My Uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refused, possibly with a wand.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard.
Precisely. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Now,
with Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne?
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. It's nice to meet you, by the way.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively...
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep...
I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't between the goblins at the car.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be...
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian. They both mean well. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to... Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay up.
With all due respect, sir, hope.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do. He's no idea the harm he could... I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting...
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get... Come with me. I need to show you where it... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead. Touch your helm, but thank you for making me over here. I'm a goblin, not a... Yes, hello? You are postponing me.
Confringo!
Expelliarmus! Glacius! About dueling! Rather unwise coming back this way. I won't rest.
Expelliarmus!
You've made your last mistake. Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
Confringo!
Why don't you come up here and... took too long.
Depulso! Glacius! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Stupefy!
I will make you.
Confringo!
Up for a minute, die! Who do you think you are? I won't.
Potato! Stupefy!
You've made your last mistake. One less human to worry about. How
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo!
If you can best the life.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
Pity. I've been fighting since before you were born.
You can't stop us.
Oh, that was meant for me.
Glacius! Depulso!
Much too slow.
Confringo!
Kill spells glance off of me.
Glacius! Depulso!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Reparo! Those loyalists
couldn't agree more. We smelled smoke in them before my uncle and I could. She came face. Suddenly, they didn't even.
It seems an awfully violent.
It might be the.
Perhaps you're right.
And shall we have a look? They seem to have set up camp for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Devolso! Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though...
Lumos. Confringo. Depulso. Glacius. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a key. And now you've been... Oh, if I didn't know...
It is you...
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Revelio.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Reparo. Revelio. Depulso. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Depulso! I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through...
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew...
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded.
And you can wield it?
I don't...
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago and ran... You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic.
I can't be sure, of course, but...
Very well.
True. Perhaps this trip...
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts? No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio. Depulso.
Might some kind soul help me? If only a new student were to help me with...
I should like to retire from small house.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So...
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best... Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now.
I'm ready to learn how to...
Perfect! Deke, look... That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close.
All right. Repulsor!
You got one!
Now, I'm only trying to help. Repulsor! Everything's all right now. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Repulsor. I'll look after you. Revelio. Repulsor. Do cooperate, won't you? Settle yourself. Revelio. Repulsor. Revelio. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You poachers capture puffskeins and... Now, not all...
All right. Well...
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. Deke will meet you there when...
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Repulsor. Hello, Deke.
Oh, good. Deke, perhaps we should work... If it's helpful...
Then I shall go and...
Good luck, Deke.
Depulso! No, you don't. Professor Howard will never believe this. Now. Depulso! Revelio! Depulso! There. I'm not going to hurt you. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Depulso! Revelio! Depulso! Do cooperate, won't you? Revelio. Depulso. Depulso. Everything's all right now. I'll look after you. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello.
So...
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting.
Revelio. Depulso. Gringo! Depulsor! Revelio! Depulsor! Accio!